All right, Vic. Now hear me out. Are you
Okay,
listening?
I'm listening.
Are
I'm
you
all ears.
listening? All right. So I got asked this question by I want to say it was either by Kayla or Kayla asked me this question. I think my brother also asked me this question.
Cool.
And the question is, out of these two companies, out of the workers from Waffle House versus the workers from McDonald's, bro, who is winning this fight, bro?
Oh, bro, Waffle House. I feel like you
And
saw.
why? I gotta know why.
Did you see that video recently? Like where there's like a whole fight going on, and
Oh, girl,
so like,
block that chair.
yeah, with the chair. Maybe it's a recency bias, but like after seeing that video, bro, I feel like they can put up with anyone.
Oh man. Yeah, yeah, I give it to you on that. Like, I definitely agree that Waffle House is like, first of all, I feel like Waffle House is like, hey, you want to work here? Can you fight? Is on their recipe. Like, it's in their interview, bro. Like, can you fight? Um, Especially the nighttime workers, bro.
hmm
No chill, no chill.
No chill, bro. Hey, I mean, if it ain't hood though, it ain't good.
Oh, that's funny. What's another one? So out of that, so you said Waffle House, right? So
Yeah.
who you picking out of Popeyes and McDonald's?
Oof. Uh, I don't know.
Popeyes has some pretty ratchet locations.
Yeah, and I feel like we had some stories too, where like they've done some outrageous stuff.
Uh huh.
I'm like, I don't know. I'm leaning more towards Popeyes.
McDonald's had a lot of. I feel like McDonald's has more crazy customers, but I feel like if
But
you're talking about the workers just going like, well, I've seen some pretty crazy Walmart fights. I ain't gonna lie, them hood I said Walmart McDonald's fights. I think I
yeah.
went to Walmart. I see some hood McDonald's fights, bro, where it's just like literally the workers just go off on people. So it's pretty crazy. So you say you're taking Popeyes?
Yeah, I'll probably stick with Popeyes. What about you?
For that one, I might go McDonald's, bro.
I mean,
Um,
neck and neck, honestly, I feel.
yeah, yeah. Okay, last one, last but not least, bro. Popeyes versus churches.
Churches. Oof. Oof.
Churches ain't got nothing to lose. They got 13 locations.
Right, they're already losing all their locations.
They got 13 locations, got 16 employees. You know, they they grinding. Or what? Okay. Or do you rather? Would you rather do Walmart employees, or would you rather do churches employees, like versus Popeyes, bro?
No, we can do churches. That's fine.
Okay.
Cause
Fast food.
yeah, fast food. Stick with the fast food realm. Uh, well, I think I might have to go with churches, bro.
Churches.
Yeah,
I can see it. I can see it. Just you know, those other locations that are still there, they got to know how to fight.
what about you? Is that what you going with?
I would probably go with churches as well, only because there's nothing to lose. It's just like, hey, what you gonna do? Not eat the chicken? If you
It
can't,
is what it is.
if you go to churches, you know what you're going to churches for.
All right. But out of all of them, though, I still think Waffle House.
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
most definitely. Waffle House is the Marvel out out of all the universes. Like,
Bro, that in that video, it was like you could see someone in the back still making the food.
it's like it doesn't phase them. It's just like this is a common occurrence.
It's
Oh,
another Thursday night.
oh, girl, I think she was like, what is she? Did she try to like hit her from like she got on top of something and she like fell?
Oh yeah, she was like trying, I guess, call over the table or the whatever.
Yeah, and I was like, all right, it just failed miserably. But yeah, it's just like, oh, she threw that chair at her. It didn't phase that lady at all. She just like somebody added the
The
theme
Marvel,
songs, yeah,
yeah.
the Marvel theme song to it. I was like, y'all wild for that, bro. That
But she was not phased at all, bro.
not even the slightest, bro.
Like this ain't my first chair getting thrown at me.
I feel like they literally after it's part of the training, bro. It's like, hey, keep cooking while I throw items at you, because you know you're gonna get some disgruntled employees coming in. And people go like Waffle House was our spot in high school, bro. We went
Mhm.
house to house after every game.
Hey, Waffle House, I mean, honestly, it's pretty good for the
Ah,
price,
nah,
especially.
most
Yeah,
definitely. I would never knock Waffle House. You could feel taste the struggle in it, and it's delicious. And the prices are great. You know what I'm
the
saying?
prices are amazing.
And their prices are still low, even after all this, BS rise of prices. So,
The I word, the inflation.
but yeah, that's and yeah. So y'all here. So we definitely think that Waffle House would take anybody 1-on-1. Y'all got somebody who can beat Waffle House? Let me know.
But I don't think there's anyone close, honestly.
And they gotta be a known fast food chain, you guys. Don't be going out here trying to like, oh yeah, if they go against these people off of Oak Cliff and Malcolm X and Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard, no damn well that's the hood. They out there shooting people. That's not fair. But yeah, that's what we're thinking is Waffle House. Um, that was only like 6 minutes. Do you want to ask your question, bro?
I guess you put me on the spot, so now I feel like I
Hey,
have to
yeah,
ask a
you don't
question.
have to. I'm just saying.
Nah,
You
nah,
can
nah,
say
nah,
nah.
nah.
All right.
No, I was gonna say, it's the beginning of the year, New Year's resolutions. Do you have any, or how do we even feel about people in general having them?
Um, I'm trying my best not to be the cliche.
Hmm.
The cliche of New Year. I want to start
New
working
me.
out. That was just a new me, bro. But I've always been in this aisle of like I want to work out. I want to work out. I need to start working out. Shoot, we got a wedding coming up in freaking May, and then I got my wedding coming up in next year. So it's like I need to get
I gotta get
fit.
swole.
I need to get. I don't even saying swole, bro. Just lose some weight. I would like to get swole in the process, but actually just taking this a little bit more serious. I hated that in my head. I was like, oh well, I'm gonna wait until the beginning of the year. That was already in my head because I'm like, okay, we got the holidays coming up. We're gonna eat food and stuff like that. It's like a fresh slate, a fresh start. So it was just in my head. It was like, well, that's when I want to start. But at the same time, it's like I'm kind of feeding into that cliche of, you know, I'm gonna start working out. I'm gonna start eating healthier and things of that nature. I just want to be consistent and just stay on track. I don't even want to call it a New Year's resolution. I just want to better myself.
Hmm.
So it's just that's what I want to do. Um, as far as people who have resolutions, hey, if that's what helps you, if that will keep you going, do what you need to do. Um, if you have a resolution, stick with it. Don't and make realistic resolutions. Not nothing like, oh,
True.
I'm becoming a millionaire. Like that's not super realistic. It's not saying it's impossible. It's not very realistic though. Make small term goals to hit those big term goals. But yeah, just do things that are gonna actually be that are more obtainable than that are not as easily obtained. Just for the
Yeah, you gotta
fact
be
that
like
yeah,
you gotta be like optimistic, but also realistic at the same time.
exactly. Because then that's when a lot of people don't hit their New Year's resolutions because they've made an impossible goal, and it's just like now you're discouraged and you're back into the same rut that you were in before. I got a couple things I want to do this year. I want to find a new job. I'm praying to get a new job. And then also just get my weight under control.
Hmm.
But what about you, Vic?
Yeah, I mean, I feel you on the whole cliche thing, but I feel like with it's just a new year. It's kind of like a mentally for everyone that makes resolutions, it's kind of just like a clean slate kind of thing. And so, like going into the new year, starting off fresh, I feel like that's why people make resolutions. So I can totally back it, and I understand that, and nothing wrong with that. But as for me, I mean, kind of same things. Want to eat healthier, go to the gym, be more organized and consistent with like eBay and TikTok and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's definitely like consistency is what I need to is one of my big ones, what I'm trying to focus on.
Okay.
Um, and just that's basically essentially about it. But I do really want to, like you said, I mean, my wedding's in May, so
Yes.
sneaking up real quick.
Yes. I'm trying to get my shit at least. I want to at least lose some weight before I gotta actually get this tux or the suit for yours. So
Yeah, nah, I know what you mean.
your
So,
boy got a good 3 months maybe to try to get this together.
but yeah, I mean, that's really all I have to say about that. I guess comment below, guys. Let us know if you have any resolutions.
Yes. And are
Um,
they obtainable?
yeah, 'cause if they're not, you're doing it wrong.
I want to go to Mars this year. Like, come on, bro. If it's not obtainable, I'm gonna say something. I'm not gonna hold back. I'm gonna be like, it's just gonna be the comments is gonna be like, think again. It's not gonna be explanation. That's all I'm gonna say is think again. So unless I just don't like it, then I might just throw it out there just cause. But I ain't got no reason not to like any of you guys. You're amazing.
Right? Especially if you're watching the podcast. We love all our supporters.
Yes.
Now, but besides that, I guess you ready to hop into this podcast?
Yeah, let's do it. Hop in the podcast in 3, 2, 1. What up, everybody? This is your boy Chris,
This is Vic.
and welcome to Now Hear Me Out. This is episode number 80, and welcome to the podcast. If you're listening now, please hit that like, subscribe button, and hit that bell notification so every time we post, you get notified. So, Vic, you got any updates? This is episode 80, right? Yeah, I think it's
I
episode 80.
believe so. Yeah.
Yeah, look at us.
I know, right? 80. So that's 20 away from 100.
Great, quick math.
No, but not for updates. Let's see. Thursday night, the Cowboys played the boys,
Yes,
which is nice.
got the dub.
Yeah, I finally had a game that I was interested on Thursday.
Were you interested?
Yeah, I mean, right, that's the other story. It's like, I mean, it's the Cowboys, so I'm gonna watch it. But I was like going into it, I was like, I mean, because the Titans playing all their backups and stuff.
Yeah, I was like, Derrick Henry wasn't in.
Right. The
Dob,
quarterback was making his first start.
yeah, Dobbs actually did pretty good though. You
Yeah, he
know.
did good. So yeah, that was fun. Besides that, this weekend, oh yeah, it was New Year's this weekend.
Yes.
What did we do? We kind of just chilled at home, kind of made like cooked like a ham, made some mashed potatoes and mac and cheese,
Okay.
had some pumpkin pie. We had it was just us here in San Antonio. And it was crazy because like the fireworks were going off throughout the whole night, bro, from like 6 o'clock all the way to like 1 o'clock. They were just randomly going off everywhere. They have like a lot of fireworks stands over here, and
Mm-hmm.
like we went for like I was like, hey, we should just go for like a walk around the neighborhood so we could just kind of see fireworks going off because we could just hear them in the background. And so yeah, we walked around and we stopped a little bit somewhere and just saw like fireworks going off in different areas.
Mm-hmm.
There's literally like fireworks stand like we could like 3 minutes from our place. We could just walk there.
Oh,
I
wow.
told Leslie if she wanted to buy some. She's like, nah.
Are y'all
Uh,
within city limits or y'all outside city limits?
I guess I
I
don't
I
know.
don't think people care really. Honestly, it's just I was
Yeah,
just
I
wondering.
feel like because I feel like we're in city limits, but it's literally you can't have a fireworks stand in city limits, right?
I'm
Like,
not sure because we're in city limits and we definitely have a fireworks stand that's literally driving distance like 2-3 minutes
nah,
outside of our neighborhood.
nah, I don't know, but literally like there was like a house like 2 houses down from us to fire like one of those big fireworks. It was crazy.
Hey, the cops ain't gonna stop everybody. So I feel like that's just what the police be thinking.
Right? But no, it was pretty cool. It was pretty interesting. It was a fun night.
Other
Yeah.
than that, I want to talk about you a little bit because Vic had posted a Snapchat of the fireworks, and I was like, "This is the worst video ever.
I rewatched that video.
Because
I
it's
was
like
like,
he was like trying to catch all the fireworks. Or you see, it's like I was like, you get motion sickness watching this video because it was just like, oh. And then one second he's looking at the ground, he's looking up in the air. It's just like it's just so much going on. I had to like just skip it because I was like, I can't watch the whole thing.
no, but I definitely, I rewatched that video. I was like, damn, it's not that good of a video.
It's like it's
No,
just
it's
squirrel
funny
moments everywhere.
'cause I posted it in like Leslie's family like group chat.
Uh
It's like what her sister was like, oh, that's so beautiful. I was like, all right.
huh.
But no, it was fun New Year's. Took a shot at midnight, you know.
Okay, okay. Shot of what? Tequila?
It was actually the tequila you got me
Oh,
whenever.
cool.
Yeah. So um, let's see what else did we do. I mean, besides that, we kind of just chilled. Oh, we've been watching a lot of Alice in Wonderland because that's what Ava's first birthday party theme is gonna be. I've
Okay.
I've never seen both the movies, so we watched the Disney one and then we watched the
Johnny Depp one?
yeah
That's actually a
uh,
really good one. I like
yeah I actually like that one. That's pretty interesting. But yeah, besides that, not too much. What about you? You got any updates?
it. Same thing for the most part. So Thursday I watched the game, of course. Um, I was upset about fantasy a little bit. I ain't gonna lie, because if my team would have made it to the finals, I would have won. So he literally caught me on the last like the one like 2 weeks that my team just decided not to show up. That's when I got caught. So uh, that was a little upsetting. But other than that, um, we had we had went to. I'm trying to think about what we did because I know on Sunday we went to her mom's place and had like a little dinner thing over there. For New Year's, we just stayed at home, just chilled. We didn't do a shot. We drank some wine. For that.
I had wine too. So
Oh, okay, okay, double up, double up. But yeah, we had some wine and drank that at 12, and we just stood outside in our backyard and just literally just watched fireworks because people were popping them everywhere. It's cool to be able to just be at home and see them.
I know it
That
was
was a
really
great
nice.
feeling. And then because that was Saturday, right? Friday, her dad and her stepmom came over, and Kayla cooked some not breakfast. She cooked some dinner for them. That was pretty cool. We just kind of just all chit chatted and kicked it and stuff like that. But for the most part, it was a pretty chill week. Not doing too much. I had to basically reprogram myself to getting back to work and getting back to this motion because I like dang that 4 days felt good, but knowing that I got another, got to get back into the rhythm of things.
I don't know. I feel you.
Yeah.
I feel you.
So other than that, everything's pretty cool. We had a great time. It's just been pretty chill. You know what I mean?
Nah, I feel you. New year, new us.
Yeah, something like that. Vic's gonna be saying that all. It's gonna say it all January.
Hey.
But speaking of New Year's resolutions, before we go any further, did you see this post? There was a post that I forgot what the fitness gym is called, but they had closed their membership program for the month of January. They said that the reason they did is they're like, well, we want you basically like, hey, we want you to come here for the right reasons, not just because it's the new year. So we don't see. They said we don't see January. We'll see you guys February if you decide to still be part of the gym process. How do you feel about that? Like, do you feel like gyms should do that more often? Cut off January. So
I mean,
I feel like they
I
lose
get it.
money.
Yeah, they're definitely losing money. Which I mean, if they're kind of doing it for their clients that they have now, so because I know a lot of people who go to the gym frequently like hate the new year
Oh yeah.
because of all the new people,
Mm-hmm.
and so I guess if they're losing money, but they're kind of making those people happy. It's kind of a win-win because they're making the people who are going to be there all year happy, as
Of course.
opposed to the the wave of people who are just going to be there a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, I get it, I do, but I don't know, maybe raise the price up for January or something.
Dang, not raise the price. Yeah,
Well,
I
I
can
know.
see that. Making profits, of course. I think this was more of a smaller gym anyway because I think that was the reason why they did it for their loyalty to the actual customers and people who are dedicated. And it was like, hey, if you really want to come, then you'll still be here February.
Hmm.
We just didn't. I just think they didn't want an influx of new people coming in for just because it's the new year.
Especially, yeah, if it's a small gym, I totally get that. Um, because like I said, you're just gonna keep your clients happy
Yeah.
as it is, and then you won't have like your work staff you won't have to be overworked kind of thing.
Yeah. Only thing that they just lose out on money.
Yeah, definitely. Because I'm sure gyms make a lot of money in January.
Bro, hella money. Not even just January, especially if you join gyms like Planet Fitness and stuff like that. Shit, they got lifelong customers damn near because it's a pain in the ass just to break the freaking contract.
Right. It'd be like that. They get you. That's how they get you, though.
That's how they get you. I was like, any company that asks for your bank account information to sign up, oh yeah, it's a trap. I can guarantee it because it's not just you can just cancel the card or change the card information. It's no, you're in this mug until you got to come talk to me. You can't even cancel online. You got to come talk to me to say, hey, I want to cancel. And then even then, they're gonna try to either upsell you or talk you out of it. Like, you should just come. We got to do special going on, and we got these new things. Um, yeah, it's just a headache. So a lot of
But
people
I
just
feel
don't.
like that's kind of like a life hack. Because I feel like anytime you try to cancel a subscription, they were like, "Oh, well, what if we do this? Give you like a
Oh
lower
yeah,
price."
most definitely.
It's like, why don't you just try to cancel everything and then lower all your prices?
Never say yes to the first option.
True.
If somebody's gonna haggle you down, like or try to keep you, they're gonna try to do whatever it takes. So just keep going until you get the best offer. Like, oh yeah, you got a year free or something like that, and you
How about
know,
we pay you instead?
and to get all the Tootsie Rolls and pizza you want. Like,
No, but
yeah. But yeah, that I just wanted to throw that story in there. I know I've
it's
seen it
interesting.
earlier.
That is interesting, but I respect them for like doing it because a lot of companies, they're just after the money, but the fact that they're doing that, they kind of have loyalty to their customers that have been there.
Mm-hmm.
So respect, respect.
Yeah,
But with that being said, I guess we hop into these quick mentions real quick.
yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, so Jeremy Renner, which is Hawkeye for you guys that don't know.
Okay, I was like, I don't even know who that. I need you to put parentheses around it. Okay. I don't do
He
very
was
good with names.
actually I feel you, bro. Like when I'm horrible with actor names. But yeah, he was actually in a snow plowing accident over the weekend and was hospitalized in critical but stable condition.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so basically he was from what I heard is he got some like snow plowing like a machine, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Like one of the like higher up ones, not what like a shovel or anything. But apparently he like basically somehow got ran over by it,
Oh wow.
and then they had to like helicopter him to a hospital and everything. But he remains in the ICU in critical but stable condition, like I said. So he's making progress, but that's it's kind of interesting. I mean, obviously, he's kind of a I don't know, like a B-list celebrity, A-list. I don't know what you would say.
I would probably put him in the B-list celebrity because you don't really like. He's Hawkeye, and it's not like you're really out here just looking for him either.
Hmm.
I know. I remember him in this. Like he's mostly known for the Marvel movies.
Marvel, yeah.
He was in the movie Tag.
Oh yeah, he was. Never saw that movie, but yes,
Yeah, but
he's in a he was in another movie. Something about like a heist or they were stealing something. I can't remember which one it was,
interesting.
but
I'm not sure.
regardless, for all you Hawkeye fans out there, he is doing better. So there's that. But going on to our next story. Have you ever heard of the movie Yesterday, or did you hear about the movie Yesterday?
No. When you said
It's a
when you put yesterday in here, I automatically thought about the Bills game, and I was like, that is not it.
no, so it's basically a movie. I think it has it's kind of based off like Beatles. I think this guy he ends up
Oh,
living in a world
ooh,
where they don't remember who the Beatles are, but he does, and he's like basically writes their
yes.
music and stuff like that.
I heard about the movie.
Yeah, so in the trailer, this actress, which I'm bad with actresses and actors, but Anna de Armas, I don't know if you ever heard of her.
No.
Insane. But apparently she has a good amount of fans because she was in the trailer, but she wasn't in the movie. And so some fans were so upset that they actually filed a lawsuit
Oh
against
wow.
the movie company saying like false advertisement because they went to go see this movie because of her and she's not even in
Man, I understand. That's how I felt after watching freaking Stomp the Yard.
it.
They had
Yeah,
Chris Brown
there've
in
been
there.
there's been some instances of that, like right? Like where
Because they know that's what you're there for. They know that's why
Mhm,
you're the main reason you're showing up for that movie, and that's the reason why they advertise them so much in these trailers and stuff. Because they know that
mhm.
that's going to be the person that catches everybody's eye. Um, Even when I watched the Stump the Yard trailer, bro, like it was mostly Chris Brown and supposedly his brother and it. So it was just like, okay, cool. So Chris Brown gonna be in this movie. And then when you watch it and he dies in the first 10 minutes, and it's like, oh yeah, in your head you're like, ain't no way he did. But this is all they showed in the trailer, so you don't know. So you're just like, oh, he dead
Oh,
for
he
real. I was
did
like,
that.
oh yeah, I was about to walk out the movie, man. That hurt. But I understand this. I petition, please. But this person was in the trailer and wasn't in the movie at all.
I
That's
know.
super false advertisement. It's
So
like,
yeah, but I was gonna say yeah. So the judge ended up uh saying that they were in favor of the people suing. So
hey,
I think it's going on to the next level or whatever. But still, that's crazy.
I'll just cancel the movie at that point. Can't sue
But
me
that
for
movie
something
already
that ain't
out.
out.
That movie on DVD already, bro.
That's wild. That's crazy. I didn't know about that.
Yeah. So yeah, just a little interesting story. I thought you guys like to hear. So if you ever see a trailer that you don't like, or not that you don't like, but I guess has,
False
has false
advertisement.
advertisement in it.
Sue, sue them. What should you do? Sue. When should you do it? Now. I have a quick mention that I did not write on here. Um, have you heard of the new show Kaleidoscope?
Oh yeah, I actually was gonna mention that. We watched the first 30 minutes of an episode.
Of an episode? Y'all see how he said of an episode? Because the cool thing about Kaleidoscope, if you haven't watched it yet, or if you're going to watch it, is that the series is basically don't have episodes. They named the episodes like different colors, and you can watch the series in any way you want to. It sounds like I'm about to do like a advertisement or something like that, right?
So click here.
I'm not advertising for Netflix, but if you're, we started it. I think we started on Violet or
Bro, so did
Green.
we. We started on Violet.
Yeah, I think it was Violet. So y'all need to finish whatever episode y'all are watching. So whenever y'all do head over here, we can probably watch it. But
I bet.
yeah, so I think we finished the first episode. It's actually pretty cool. I think they're setting up all of them to kind of be like almost like introduction type things. Um,
That's what I kind of assumed.
yeah, so watch the first one. It's a pretty cool concept. I think it's cool to think about like, hey, you can watch this in any order as long as you watch this last one last.
Yeah, White.
Yeah,
Make sure you finish on White.
yeah, literally. I don't know why that's funny to me.
I think why is that funny?
Finish white.
I get I'm not gonna say anything.
But yes, so if you guys have watched it, let us know what you think. Well, I want to know what you think. And how do you like the idea of them creating a movie where you can watch it any type of way and it's like
Have different
different, have different
perspectives and stuff.
perspectives and makes your mind thinks in different ways. Um I think it's a cool idea and they
Yeah, it
said it
seems like
took
a really cool concept.
they say it took like almost like, well, it said 25 years in making, but I doubt they did 25 years of this movie because there ain't no way you can make all these people look the exact same through 25
Right.
years of making.
It probably, I mean, you probably had like coming up with the concept of how it's gonna all work out.
Yeah,
I
I
can see that.
I think
But
they said 25 years in the making because I think the heist began 25 or 24 years before it actually happened
Mm,
in the actual like show.
I can see that.
Yeah. So
False
watch.
advertising.
Yeah, I'm dead. Check it out. Let us know what you think. If you like the idea, let us know you like the idea. If you don't like it, let us know you don't like it. Hey, what would you like about it? Are you one of those OCD people who's like, I gotta have order?
Right.
This doesn't make sense. You're
Yeah, I saw a
watching.
guy. I
Go
saw a guy on TikTok. He was like, "Yeah, I didn't know you're supposed to finish on white. I watched that episode first."
Yeah, I see that too. Some people like I watched it first, and they actually said some people actually said they enjoyed it more watching that first. But I'll stick to. I'm just gonna
Yeah,
stick
I'll
to the
stick to it.
order that's on Netflix for me. And I actually seen how Netflix switched up the order for a lot of people, so it's
Oh yeah,
pretty
oh
cool.
yeah, true.
hmm So yeah, that's my little quick mention.
No, no, good. You good. But yeah, I guess going into these actual stories, I don't know, saying it like that just sounds weird, but
It makes you
like,
sound like an ass. Like yeah, I'm
right?
tired of hearing
Like,
you talk.
no, but
He's like, nah, but for
anywho,
real.
so were you watching the game yesterday? What
Yes.
football game?
Well, no, I didn't get to watch it. I tuned in when I heard the news, and by the time I tuned in, it was like, well, the game has been, I'll let you go through the story. I'm not gonna spoil nothing.
Yeah, so I was actually like, I wasn't even watching the game, but I turned it on before I even heard the news, and it was like it was there. I guess it like just happened shortly after or a few minutes before, and then they were going over it. But for y'all that don't know, Bills safety Damar Hamlin suffers cardiac arrest on the field during last night's game against the Bengals. Um, his family released a statement saying that he's fighting, but yeah, so basically he goes like it seemed like a kind of routine play, a little tackle. It was a little high up, but it didn't seem too bad. And then after the play, he gets up and then he kind of just falls back. And then the trainers from both teams are basically rushing on the field. Um, ambulance has come out. They're giving CPR. They had to do the defibrillator,
Mm-hmm.
um, everything, and like obviously it's like in the middle of Monday Night Football. Everyone's kind of watching. Both teams are on the sideline, like taking a knee. They ended up eventually like kind of circling him, so like the cameras kind of wouldn't be able to see, which is respectable. I think it was the right move. Then the ambulance came. They ended up giving, I think, giving like they had to assist his breathing essentially. But he did make it to the hospital. He was sedated and listed in critical condition. Honestly, we're still kind of waiting on some news. We haven't
Mm-hmm.
heard too much about it. Um, but what I kind of want to talk about is how do you feel like the NFL kind of handled the situation? Because at first they were like, after they took him off to the hospital, they're like, okay, guys, you got 5 minutes to warm up, then we're back in on this game.
Yeah.
And then the coaches were basically, it seemed like it was kind of the coach's decision along with, I guess, leaders of the team who
Mm-hmm.
were like, yeah, 5 minutes isn't enough. I don't know, we can do this. And
Mm-hmm.
eventually they sent them all to the locker room. And then like 20 minutes later, they were like, okay, the game's canceled for today or
Shit, was it
postponed for
20? I feel
today.
like it was like a whole hour.
Yeah, I heard they it was a whole hour from what I heard that NFL took before they postponed the game from when the incident occurred.
mm-hmm.
But
Um,
so yeah, how do you feel about everything?
I feel like it's hard to say. I understand why people are mad about how the NFL was trying to handle it. Like, oh, 5 minutes. This stuff, this doesn't happen often. You know what I mean? It's not too often where somebody's life is really put at in dangerous way like this. Um, to the point where it's like usually they take care of them, they cart them away, and then the game continues. We've even seen plenty of horrible injuries as far as like people breaking legs and stuff like that. You never seen this type of injury,
Hmm.
but shoot, neither has NFL really. So I feel like they tried to handle it the way they would handle any injury, which is no fault to them because shit. I don't think there's not a manual for saying
Hmm.
how should we
Yeah.
proceed. I seen even Shannon Sharp even put that out, saying like NFL has no manual to handle how to proceed going after this, and it's just hey, we got to be patient.
Hmm.
Also, definitely respect the players, and it's a dangerous situation, and nobody wants. It's a heartbreaking situation, especially for people who are close, and the family, and those players that are out there who actually saw it, and giving CPR to somebody for 9 minutes is wild. Um,
Hmm.
9 minutes is you died. And the fact that they even did it for that long, usually a lot of places probably would have called it. And it's good
Yeah,
that they kept.
honestly.
It's good that they kept going, and that he has a pulse now, and hopefully he's getting back to that point where he's able to breathe for himself. Um, but it's scary. It's scary.
Hmm.
I think
It is.
the NFL handled it the best way they knew how to, and I can't blame them for that.
Yeah, obviously, prayers out to him and his family.
Of course.
Uh, yeah, it's crazy because his mom was even there at the game. They had to go. I know before the ambulance took off, I think they got her down from the stands and basically had her ride with him.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the NFL, like you said, there's really no playbook for this. So you like because you're gonna it's the NFL, you get injuries, but to actually for CPR to have been needed and for that long, it's like, and then all these players were watching their teammate like struggling, and then even when he went to the hospital, like you don't know if he's gonna make it. Like just imagine trying to play through that.
Yeah.
Um,
You
and
literally
I
see your teammate fighting for his life. It's
mhm.
scary.
And then like like you don't, and like I don't see how anyone can expect them to have like finish that game yesterday or even
Mm-hmm.
like this week. I even heard someone talking about like talking about how if these players are going to be like mentally ready for their upcoming game on Sunday.
Yeah.
So it is a crazy thing. I mean, I honestly don't. Yeah, with everything, the NFL kind of handled it how they should have. You know, shout out to like the coaches. Kind of saying, hey, this 5 minutes isn't isn't what it
Not
isn't
enough.
enough. Yeah. So,
Yeah,
but
I do like the fact that they did respect the coaches and stuff enough to be like, hey, look, yeah, okay, look, we're gonna postpone it for right now.
mhm.
Yeah, I think NFL a lot of times just think about the amount of money other people have paid and spent. Um, and I think sometimes be very selfish, of course.
Yeah.
Ill minded. But like you said, definitely prayers out to him and his family. I hope he's able to recover from this, and hopefully he makes it through this heartbreaking situation and life threatening situation. Um, but
Mhm.
yeah, and it's been pretty crazy. Uh, Playing off of that, did you see the tweet from your boy Skip Bayless?
Do not, no, he ain't my boy, bro.
From
But,
your boy, Mister
nah, yeah,
Skippity Skip
I
Skip
did,
Skip.
and I saw his apology video this
Man,
morning.
that apology was garbage, bro.
What do you kind of expect from him nowadays? Like, this isn't the first time something like this where he's tweeting something that seems very insensitive and like he always talks about like, oh, just misinterpreted, but like, bro, come on.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to miss it. And that's the thing. Sometimes when you say certain things, if it's controversial, it's probably sometimes not good to say it at all. Especially when people read stuff, words don't have tone. So a lot of times when we read stuff, we insert that tone, and a lot of people inserted that tone the same exact way. So even if it was not ill, mannered, it came off that way.
Hmm.
Um, so even when this whole thing happened, Skip Bayless went on Twitter. He went to his Twitter hands, and he posted. Now he said, no doubt the NFL is considering postponing the rest of this game, but how? This late in the season, a game of this magnitude is crucial to the regular season outcome, which suddenly seems so irrelevant. So it just kind of seemed like he was more worried about the game and like how the season was going to turn out than he cared about some guy who's actually fighting for his life right now, and it just came
Hmm.
off super insensitive. Um, it's like I think a lot of people were saying a lot of things were taken out of proportion because of that last part, which seems so irrelevant. Um,
Hmm.
but like still. it's pretty like clear cut that you seem to care more about that game than you did care about
Right.
this
Like
guy
why
fighting
even
for it.
why even mention that game at the moment, right?
Exactly. So it was, what are your thoughts?
I mean, Skip Bayless, do better. Like, I mean, he's just. I feel like he's just someone who likes to be in
Heard.
the
he's
news.
just he just like to be heard.
He wants the people to like. I think he likes controversy, bro. Like, he wants to say stuff that's outrageous so that
Most
he
definitely.
gets all those comments. And I don't know. This is how I feel. But didn't this Shannon didn't show up for work today or something
Yeah,
like that?
Shannon didn't even come today. And I
Uh,
don't know if it was necessarily because of this comment or if it was just because the player himself, that kind of just affected him. Him being
hmm
Hall of Famer, going through that kind of stuff.
True.
So
Yeah, because I mean, for any football player, this could have easily been them, honestly.
yeah,
Like I've seen people who aren't football fans kind of like talk about this, and it's pretty big. It's pretty big news.
yeah, it's huge, man.
Mhm. So,
Shannon
but I'm
Sharp.
interested.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Like I say, I'm pretty interested to see kind of the that Shannon Sharp, see if he does show up for work, or kind of like if there's any backlash to Skip Bayless pays. But I honestly don't doubt it.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's sad to say, but like, do you feel like Skip should be canceled for this?
I mean, not yes, but I feel like there's other reasons as well, just because
Oh, there's plenty of
his
reasons
kind of
why he
track
should
record.
be he should be canceled.
Like if this was like his first kind of incident, I feel like not gonna make like I don't want to say let him slide, but like kind of make him pay like a fee or something. Like, I don't know, but like he has a track record, so I kind of feel like he got to go.
You seen that one episode where he was talking about Shannon Sharp and he was kind of like saying,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
you're like you're not nearly as good as Tom
Tom Brady.
Brady, and he's like, bro, I'm in the Hall of Fame. He's like, I've broken plenty of records. I've just like, man, I've put my body through hell, and he's like, well, you're just a shell of what he is, and you're just jealous of him, and this that, and other. I was like, bruh, like, how
No,
does this white man make it through life? Like, I'm surprised
I
somebody ain't
know.
came up and just knocked him beside his head. Yeah,
Right? Because he also went after Dak one time when he was
yeah.
talking about his like
His
uh
depression.
depression. Yeah,
Yeah, he was going through that. He
like his
was literally
quarterback
had just
issue,
went back through like his mom didn't make it. His brother committed suicide, and it was
suicide.
just like a lot going on that week. And it was just like, bruh, like give the guy a break. And Skip was just like, yeah, he just, he doesn't, blah blah blah. And
He's a leader. He should be the leader of this club. You can't have a leader who's depressed. And I was like, bro,
yeah, just very insensitive. But somehow,
yeah.
he creates a lot of controversy and probably brings in a lot of views because of it. So
And I hate that he's a Cowboy fan, bro. I hate it.
he's the most flip flop Cowboy fan.
True, but
What
like, yeah.
one second?
I think he's a Cowboy fan just because all the publicity they get and stuff. So he's like, oh, this is easy to talk about. And
Yeah, I've been watching the Cowboys since I was 6 years old, 50 years, 56, 70 years ago. But yeah, nah, it's crazy, man. Watch your Twitter fingers, you guys. Watch your Twitter fingers.
right, because once it's out there, bro.
Mm-mm-mm. You have anything else to say about that, Vic?
No, just
Prayers.
prayers. Yeah, I mean, I hope.
Hope.
Yeah, I just hope he's okay. I hope the team's okay. I mean, honestly, I hope T Higgins, the guy that he basically the safety was tackling T Higgins, which is the wide receiver for the Bengals. I just hope he doesn't feel too bad because obviously I know there's people who were commenting on his Instagram saying, this is your fault kind of thing, and
Mm.
I'm sure he feels
People always gonna
guilty.
feel that. Man,
Hmm
it had nothing to do with that. It was a simple tackle.
hmm
It's just a crazy situation. A lot of people
hmm
are, it seemed like what happened was he hit him, or as he was trying to get tackled, it kind of like you can see his chest kind of like get hit, and they're saying that probably just sent him into you know to a heart attack. It's
hmm
unfortunate, but it's what comes with the game. That part of the solar, like that solar plex part. of your body is not really covered. So it's unfortunate, but let's just hope he gets better. There's no pointing fingers at anybody. This is part of the
Yeah,
game.
yeah. Hmm.
Every time they go out there, they're risking their lives.
Hmm.
So
But that's all I have to say about that.
cool. So let's move into this next story. Um, story is a little bit. It's less. I think it's kind of funny. So this Indonesian woman fakes her death. Whoops. Sorry, did my camera move?
No, you're good.
Okay, cool. So this Indonesian woman fakes her death and posts lifeless corpse on Facebook to avoid paying a $265 debt.
Bruh.
Oh,
That's like
that's not for 86 cents.
that's less than my car payment monthly, bro.
Right? That's wild. So it says an Indonesian woman has been accused of faking her own death to avoid paying off debt. It says, according to Mothership SG, the woman who has been identified as Liza Pramita owes another woman 22,000 rupees. The amount equals $265.86 in the U.S. currency. It says the alleged scammer, identified as L, allegedly owed the money to Maya before being exposed by her own daughter. Dang, her daughter exposed her. And it says, according to the outlet, the creditor is named Maya Gunawan. Gunawan allegedly came into contact with Pramita via an online social group after consulting friends for their opinions about Pramita. Gunawan decided to lend the woman the sum, and request the debt be paid by November 20th. It says the elaborate scheme. It says Pramita was allegedly unable to pay the debt by the date and requested for the deadline to be extended to December 6th. It says a few days later, with the debt still unpaid, Ganawa logged into Facebook and saw a post from Pramita's daughter alleging her mother had been killed in a car crash. The Facebook post added that Pramita would be buried in the city of Banda Aceh, 370 miles away from her home in Medan, North Sumatra. Oh my goodness, these names. It says the post also included a photo of Pramita's corpse wrapped in a shroud and with her eyes closed, as well as a photo of a gurney being wheeled into the hospital. The photo of the gurney is a screen grab from a TV show. Pramita's daughter later admitted that the Facebook post was a lie, and added that her mother hacked her Facebook account to share this false news. That's wild. It says Gunawa's suspicions. It says it's according to the Indonesian Post English, Gunawa did not initially believe the news and was skeptical of the Facebook post, which she says was uploaded with particular privacies of who could see it. She said there are a lot of things that are odd. That's why at the time, somehow I did not believe it. There must be family or friends who will comment, this doesn't exist at all. The status is private for a few people to see.
I was wondering that the whole time. I was like, I wonder if the mom made it like public or private, but I guess it kind of answers the question. But yeah,
Mm,
it's like you're announcing your mother's death, and no one comments.
right? And then it says Gunawa has not contacted the police as a report of the outlet. Instead, she is waiting for Pramita to pay the sum. Although the woman Gunawa says can't be contacted now. Like, so Vic, how far would you go to not pay a certain amount of money, bro? And what would be your certain amount of money? What would be the debt that you're like, it's $1 million, and you're like, bro, I'm never paying that back?
Okay, say hypothetically, I was in some $1 million debt for whatever reason.
I just gave you $1 million, bro, and I'm just like, bro, hey, you got
Yeah,
until
that was your mistake. You live and you learn.
I gave you $1 million, bro. You got until February 2nd to give me my money back. What you doing, Vic? You ain't gonna make that money back until February 2nd.
Hey, you down with me, bro?
Yes.
Oh shit.
He said, I'm gonna take all the money you gave me and go to lottery.
Shit, nah, I'm like leaving the country, bro.
I'm dead.
I mean, what do you like? I don't know. I
if
mean,
I
to the point. I mean, I could just block you on everything, I guess. But
if I got $1 million,
I feel
I can find you.
true. But I also have $1 million now.
You don't have $1 million because you need to use it for whatever you use it for.
I guess you're right.
But if I'm gonna give you a
Uh,
million dollars, obviously I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have a lot more in my account.
I'd hope so. Hey, bro, I took out this loan for you.
You need $1 million, bro. I went to a loan shark
Hell nah.
and gave them your information. They say you got to the second to pay them back.
Bro, I don't even know what I would do. Obviously, I had to like turn off all my social media, turn off my phone, just like live out somewhere, get my groceries delivered to me somehow. I don't know. I'd have to do something. I wouldn't fake my death though. I don't think I'd go that far.
I thought you said you wouldn't pay your debt. Like he's like,
No.
yeah, I'm not gonna pay you. Like just $20, you're not getting it.
No, but I don't think I'd go this far as her. I mean, props to her, I guess. I like how she took the like a screenshot from what the TV show or whatever.
uh,
Uh,
that's funny.
but don't get in debt, people.
Yeah, it was just funny that she went this far to do that. I just want to know, like, what was the, I need this money by this time type thing.
Right? Like I
If you don't pay me
wonder.
back by this day, like, what was gonna happen? I want to know if that was like, hey, I'm coming. I got people, and we gonna fire you up. But she never met the woman in her life, so
Yeah, like I don't know. I feel like it probably wasn't. I mean, she probably besides being like called all the time or something like that, but like I don't think she said, "Hey, I need this money," or you going to heaven or something.
give my money or else, and the or else would be up to God.
Poor daughter though got dragged into this.
Hey, she shouldn't. She snitched out her mom. That's kind of messed up.
Right.
Mm.
Mm.
But yeah,
Imagine like logging in to your Facebook and you seeing a post that you posted saying your mom died.
my
Like, what the
mom died. I comment on the post. Wait, what? That's wild.
fuck?
But yeah,
It is
that
wild.
that's all I gotta say about that story, bro.
All right. Yeah, sorry. I guess our last story here. Talking about the blizzard that was happening in New York over this last week. Which I feel like wasn't talked about that much.
I didn't see this at all, actually.
Right. Yeah, so there's a guy who ends up breaking into a school and saves over a dozen people during a blizzard. Police are calling him a hero. Um, so yeah, basically what I've heard is he was stranded or not, he wasn't stranded, but like he was kind of low on gas and he wasn't gonna, I think the gas, like they weren't working during the blizzard or whatever. Um, so he ended up meeting up with another person who was stranded as well. And they were kind of like, going through trying to figure out where they're gonna, you know, be at during this blizzard until it passes.
Mm-hmm.
And from what I saw, like just from what I saw on TikTok, because I got the story from TikTok, but they were talking about how he went to like I think 10 strangers' houses and offered them $500 so that he could sleep on the floor, just until the blizzard passed, and
Mm-hmm.
they all denied him. So that he was like obviously like, okay, well, I got no choice. He came across the school, decided to break in, and then while he was kind of looking around for like stuff, he noticed that there were like 10 of the cars in the parking lot, um, filled with I think people ranging from I want to say 26 to like elderly people.
Mm-hmm.
And he basically said, "Hey, I broke in. Come on in." So yeah, the that's why the police kind of saying he's a hero because like these people were stranded. They were elderly. It was the blizzard. They didn't have enough food, no water. So by breaking into the school and like bringing them in, he provided them with shelter, got them water, got them food. He did leave a note on the, I guess on the door of the school.
Mm-hmm.
It said to have whomever it may concern. I'm terribly sorry about breaking the school window and for breaking in the kitchen. Got stuck at 8 p.m. Friday and slept in my truck with two strangers, just trying not to die. There were seven elderly people also stuck and out of fuel. I had to do it to save everyone and get them shelter and food and a bathroom. Merry Christmas, Jay.
Since Jaya invoice.
Right. The police, they saw this note and they actually sent a tweet out, saying, "Do you recognize Jay? This selflessness that people showed to him, to help others during the storm is what WNY is really made of. A key holder of the Pine Hill School received an alarm on Friday evening of a glass break. Unfortunately, due to deteriorating weather conditions, we were unable to respond immediately to the alarm. Once we could send an officer to check the building, they found one of the windows had been broken out. The officer made the entry and checked the school, but nothing saw nothing, and then he saw the note. So the police kind of praising him for stepping in, helping out others. They're in a blizzard, which was nice. How do you feel about that?
Man, if I did this shit, I'll be in jail. Uh, nah, no offense, bro. Like I see why he did it, and stuff like that. I just think it's just a certain type of privilege attached to that. Hopefully that's not the case, but I don't know. I have this
No,
bit
I think where you come
misconception
from.
of like I really feel like somebody else would, if it was somebody else of a different skin tone, I don't think this would have been the same result. It would have been like this thug, this thief, whatever it may be. But hey, at least he helped some people, and at least they're okay.
Hmm. Hey, and I feel like the school was a good, kind of smart of him because they have bathrooms and water and food and shit like that. So
Yeah, yeah. It looks like Jay might be Hispanic,
possibly, I'm sure. I honestly don't know.
but his last name is Whitney. Never mind. Whitney,
Oh
Whitney.
yeah, yeah. It looks like if you scroll all the way down to the bottom, there's a picture of I guess the people. And
Yeah.
he definitely looks white. Hey,
Well,
but
at least he helped some people, I guess. They didn't freeze.
how do you feel about the whole he was basically offering $500 to sleep on the floor of strangers.
It's a good deal, you know what I mean? But I can understand why people said no. I don't know you, and I would hate for me to let you in and you kill me. Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those things like I get why you're doing it because I mean this fucking blizzard outside. uh but at the same time I don't know you, whether some of these people might have kids or whatever the case may be. But
Yeah. But what did they learn from this? Is the question. You learn to take these things serious. When they said there's a blizzard coming, you probably shouldn't wait until the blizzard gets here to get fuel. I'm pretty sure they passed plenty of gas stations before they made it to that one, and they didn't stop at any of them until they got to that when the blizzard was too bad.
right.
So think next time. But good job, Jay. I guess
Anywho, I guess that wraps up our stories.
it sure does. But
Uh,
Vicky, got any last
yeah.
questions, remarks? I don't know.
Yeah, just make sure to follow us on Twitter and Instagram and Now Hear Me Out KV.
KV.
Go ahead and email us any suggestions, stories, questions, or concerns at nowhearmeout.kv
KV.
at gmail.com. And then follow, subscribe, and like our YouTube at Chris and Vic, parentheses NHMO.
NHMO.
Go ahead and leave us 5 stars on the Apple review.
5 stars.
And follow me on TikTok at WeirdVic_flips. And follow us on TikTok at Now Hear Me Out Podcast. Just recently uploaded 2 TikToks on there, so go
Yes,
check
I
them out.
was looking at Vic out here. He said he gonna be what is it that
New
you
year.
said? New year, new me headed. He said
But
more
also,
organized.
also, lastly, make sure to check out our shop. Kristen's working on some things at nowhearmeout.myspreadshop.com.
Yes, sir. And you guys can also check me out on Twitch and on not Facebook, Twitch and Instagram at V Smoke Chris with the E's of threes. That's V Smoke Chris or the E's of threes. Go
It,
check out my content.
you hit 100 followers or no?
Oh no, not even close, bro.
Oh,
I just hit 20,
oh.
but
Well, because
the goal is 100.
yeah, I saw your thing. I almost jumped in, but my bad. I got
Yeah,
you next time.
now you good. And like I was just trying to do something, bro. I'm just trying to make it. But yes, check me out on there. If you're not following me on Twitch, please follow me on Twitch. Create a Twitch page. Just follow me. You ain't got to do nothing on there. Just follow. If you see me on Facebook, just like the video. I have like I be having so many people come in and out of the video, and I'm like, bro, there's no reason I should have 5 likes. And I was just like, it should be wild to me when I had like 20 people come in and out of this video within 3-hour stream. Um,
Yeah, I feel you.
so I do appreciate the people who do comment and do say stuff because I think that kind of lets people feel more comfortable about, hey, I'm gonna say something. Hey, I'm gonna say something, and yeah, it just helps. But other than that, yeah, go follow me and go follow Vic and go check out our TikTok. Uh,
TikTok.
it's everything's everything. But other than that, Vic, you got any last remarks? Nothing?
No, that's about it.
Cool. And also, if you're still watching, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't already. And hit that bell notification every time we post, you get notified. But other than that, we'll catch you guys next week. We are out of here. Peace.
Peace.